That's right, because we're still in the Advent season just for a short while, and then we move into Christmas, and that is wonderful. So that's what we're going to be talking about today is your Christmas traditions, but we're still in the fourth week of Advent. The Advent candle is the angel candle because the angels were so had the key role in sharing the news that Christ is born, and it's so amazing. And also, it's the love week. Love is what we're focusing on this week for Advent, but just for another day and a half, about that. So we want to stay focused and stay in that wonderful place of Advent. But it's always good to think about Christmas traditions that your family likes to carry on each and every year. So if you would like to share your family Christmas traditions today on Take Two with Jerry and Debbie, you don't have to be Catholic to call in. Okay, if you have a Christmas tradition, we'd love to hear about it. Would you consider stopping what you're doing and call in by dialing 833-288-EWTN? That's 833-288-3986. And you got a special treat today because Ace is on the phones. He's going to be answering your call. So you can say, hi, Ace, and you can tell him how much you love Beacon of Truth, Deacon Harold Burke-Sivers' show that he produces, which is so wonderful. And so you can say hi to Ace McKay. We have Rich Jesse on social media. So I'm waving to everybody. Get your family traditions put in there in the chats. And we have Michael McCall is back on the controls. So we're so happy about that. So show team is in place and we are live today. I know a lot of shows on radio have gone to pre-records for the Christmas week. Not us. We are live tomorrow. I hope you tune in tomorrow for the 48 hours of Christmas. And that is going to be so wonderful tomorrow and on Wednesday. And then on Thursday, we'll be back live with the topic, Remain Faithful. Remain faithful. Okay, so that's coming up this week. But today is your Christmas family traditions, okay? I'd love to hear the details of this and how you have passed it on from generation to generation. And maybe you've got new in-laws coming into the family and how you have shared those family traditions. Could you please share them with us? We are a family and we do this together. Or if you want to talk about the fourth Sunday of Advent, the fact that we're supposed to focus on love for this short portion of the Advent season for this week, absolutely. But love should be carried into the Christmas season. And it is the angel candle, like I said, and that is so powerful. If you listen to the Spirit World this past weekend, Adam and I covered how the angels played such key roles in the whole nativity story. And we shared it from their perspective, which is really fascinating. We had a really great show. So you can pick that up in the archives. But it is the fourth week of Advent, but we are very quickly approaching Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, and traditions are taking place all over the world. And if you have one that you'd like to share, well, I really and truly want you to share it with us. 833-288-3986. You can also share what your plans are for this Christmas. I would love to hear that. Maybe you have relatives that you haven't seen in a very long time, and they're coming in to your area where you live, and you'd like to share what's something unique that you're going to be doing together as a family to make those memories. Maybe you are spending Christmas alone this year. Well, know that you're not alone because your guardian angel is right beside you. So I'm going to remind everybody that so no one can. I don't want anyone feeling alone because your guardian angel is right there beside you. But maybe you want to talk about that. You're going to spend a very quiet Christmas. Maybe you're like my neighbors who went to Utah to go skiing, and there isn't any snow in Utah right now. And so they're a little bit bummed out that they're not going skiing and getting a white Christmas yet. Or maybe you're getting just tons of snow and you're thinking, wow, this is truly a white Christmas. 833-288-3986 is the number to call. Ace McKay is on the phones like I shared. He is doing a wonderful job. And I wanted to also share with our wonderful Take Two family, you can always go to Jerry and Debbie Facebook page, like us there, because I'm going to be posting things all throughout this entire week. When you are tuned in to the wonderful Christmas special for 2 days on EWTN radio, I'm going to be posting some things on Facebook just to make sure that you can, keep up with everything and also take the information into your families when you have these great Christmas events. But I'm not going to say Merry Christmas yet. I'll say Merry Christmas when we come back live on the 26th. I'm going to still say have a blessed rest of your Advent season, because you still got a little ways to go. We're going to be crossing that finish line soon. So, but I do want to hear about your Christmas traditions. Some of you have very, very unique things that you do as a family, and you really hold them very near and dear. They're ours. You're very possessive of those family traditions. I think that is so beautiful. We really want to share in that, and we want to praise you for carrying that on in your families. And I think that is truly wonderful, and it does make the family stay closer. I think it brings the family together, and that's a wonderful thing. So if you maybe you had traditions that your grandparents, your great grandparents had passed on, and you didn't continue that, and maybe you want to start it this year. You want to pick back up, and you want to really go back to your roots. I know that culturally, a lot of people have traditions. I want to hear from you guys as well. Again, you don't have to be Catholic to call in. When I'm going to hit the pause button, or Michael, our producer, is going to hit the pause button. And when we come back, I'm going to get right to the phones. And I've got also my prayer book out, because apparently over the weekend, there's been just a surge of prayer intentions and requests. I think, as we get into the final stretch and we're preparing for Christ's birth, and we are really, getting ourselves in a good spiritual place. A lot of people have gone to confession, gotten ready for going to Christmas Eve or Christmas Day Mass. I think a lot of people are hit with some heavy things that they really want to storm heaven. So I brought the prayer book out if you want to add any last minute additional prayer intentions for 2024. 833-288 EWTN is the number to call. Again, Ace McKay, producer of Beacon of Truth, and he's just so wonderful, and he's answering calls today. Maybe he'll even sing a little for you or something like that. He's very entertaining. 833-288-3986 is the number to call. Share your family traditions today. We're spreading the joy, spreading the love here at EWTN Radio. We want you to join us. So call in and just impart to us some of the things that you do as a family that make your family very unique. We'll be right back.
Discover the beauty, truth, and goodness of the church. With the EWTN online learning series, you can delve into the riches of the faith and grow closer to the Lord with free videos and study guides. Enroll in the EWTN online learning series free courses today at learningseries.ewtn.com.
Do you have some major decisions to make in your life? Are you feeling lost and alone? Not sure what path to take? Life coaching just may be the right option for you. Whether it's to practice accountability or create a better plan that works for you in life, we are here to serve with Christ always at the center. God's plan is always the best for us. We just may not be able to see it right now. Let us help. Secure your absolutely free consultation today at standtalltoday.com.
Here's a thought from Mother Angelica's perpetual calendar. You've got to watch your own thoughts. When we are conscious of an unloving, unkind, critical, hateful thought in your mind against anyone, present here or anywhere in the world, we need to check it and strike our own breast and say, Jesus, if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be able to breathe. Be merciful to me, a poor sinner. Mother's perpetual calendar is available at EWTNRC.com.
Okay, I'm asking today about your family traditions, your Christmas family traditions, or New Year's. If you want to tell us about your New Year's plans as well, that's fine. We'd love to hear about them. So you just have to call in, though. We do have a couple open phone lines, and I'd love for you to stop what you're doing. And we'll get to Maxwell in just a moment. Maxwell, don't go anywhere. Please stay put, and I will get to you in just a second. I want to share just a couple things with our listeners, and I just want to make sure I'm getting everybody on social media. Yes, I'm waving to everybody. Okay, hi, you guys. I see the chats going. Way to go. Okay, let me share with our Take Two family. This is beautiful. Listen to this. It's very unique. We're talking about unique things now at Christmas. The Virgin of Kazan Ukrainian ornament. Okay. Be sure to visit EWTNreligiouscatalog.com for great ornaments to add to your tree. One of these is a beautiful ornament featuring a decoupage icon of the Virgin of Kazan on a bright blue flattened sphere. Suitable for year-round use, it has gold glitter accents and a ribbon for hanging. It is made in Ukraine of a lightweight resin composite and is 4 inches in diameter. It's available now at EWTNRC.com. Free standard shipping for online orders of $75 or more. Standard shipping is for the continental U.S. only, so use code FREE at checkout. See, this is the kind of unique things we're talking about. These unique Christmas memories and things that are just so special, and they're so personal to your family. So let's hear what Maxwell has to say from Erie, Pennsylvania on the Station of the Cross. Welcome to the program.
Hello?
Hello, Maxwell, are you with us?
Hi, I am. How are you doing today?
I'm doing well. Thank you so much, and thanks for calling in. Yeah, go right ahead. So what is your family tradition?
So our tradition is we have a camp in North Central PA. We always go up there. We have camp up there, up in the wilderness, and every Christmas Eve we have a steak dinner. My mom makes these pears in like a wine sauce, and
Ooh.
my dad would read the night before Christmas. Then we would wake up, we would celebrate Christmas together, and my grandparents, my grandfather was Slovakian, so we would have pogach and pierogies and sauerkraut, all homemade, and it was always an amazing time. And unfortunately, he passed away early last year, so that Christmas was hard. And then this Christmas will be our first year up there without it, just due to my grandmother's health. But we're looking to basically try to catch that magic as much as we can and want to continue it on in our own lives as we grow up.
Wow. So I always ask this question when people reflect back on different things that happen in their family. When you close your eyes, do you feel like you were right there and you can smell that dish that your mom cooks with the pears and everything? I mean, do you just feel like you're right back there?
I really do. I remember everything, including we would always go to midnight mass. It would be all candlelit. It was always beautiful. And so those things, even though they're in the past, when you catch glimpses of it in the present, it just really does take you back. And it's just about making that magic, that part with, keeping God in Christmas and just all of it together, really capturing the moment of it.
Yeah, definitely. Now, you said your grandfather recently passed, and your grandmother's health is a little bit, is she a little fragile?
She is. Unfortunately, it's more emotional health, but she's, she's doing well as she can. But, God willing, she'll have many Christmases to come. It's just with age,
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Can I add your grandfather's first name to our prayer book? You said he passed?
Dennis.
Yeah. Dennis.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks. I greatly appreciate it.
Absolutely. And I put your grandmother next to him, so that's good.
Thank you.
Then, and so you want to continue these traditions, right?
100%. This year, it's going to be a little by the wire. My sister's boyfriend's in town, so we're going to try to get as much as we can, but we're planning next year to just basically have this big, almost like a revival of it, just bring a lot of that back.
Good.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that. So next year it'll be the big one. Okay, yeah.
Hopefully, yeah. We've been saying that the last 2 years, but, God has a plan for everyone. It's just really figuring out what his plan is for you.
Yep, absolutely, absolutely. Well, we wish you the very best and continue those family. Thank you. Merry Christmas back to you. That's wonderful. And thank you for sharing your family traditions. That's very special. It makes us closer to our Take Two families, and that's wonderful. So God bless you for calling in and starting this beautiful conversation today, the day before Christmas Eve. Wow. Debbie's going to be up next from Canada on Sirius XM 130. Hi, Debbie. Welcome to the program.
Hi.
Hi. Go right ahead.
Hi. Oh, hi, Debbie. This is Debbie from Canada calling.
Hi, how are you? Yeah, go right ahead.
Great. I'm doing really well. I'm actually driving in the snow right now to take my dog for a big hike in the woods. I heard about, was listening to your tradition program, and I thought I have to call in about this. And so our tradition is every year we have a great big honking birthday party for Jesus. On Christmas Day before we get into anything. And we have a cake and say happy birthday. The reason we've been doing this for 30 years now, and the reason we started this tradition is because 30 years ago, I joined Alcoholics Anonymous, and that Christmas in 1994 was my first sober Christmas. Mm-hmm. And so I belonged to AA, and I thought, we had a place that we went to called Regeneration, which is kind of like a shelter place for people to go in to have a shower, get their hair done. I thought on Christmas Eve, I'm going to take my young son with me. I'm going to bake a birthday cake and take it to this rejection place. And so just a hint, though, don't ever ice a warm cake.
It doesn't work, right?
Not pretty.
Yeah.
So I took this ugly blue cake, couldn't find little candles, and I found this great, big, huge candle, and away we went. Mm-hmm. And so all these big men, these people who were, trying to fight addiction and so on, we held hands in a circle and sang happy birthday. These guys, who had come off the streets, and we sang happy birthday to Jesus.
Very sweet.
I offered cake, and they were being polite, and they said yes. But one man came to me, and he said, I really appreciate the cake, but can I ask you a favor? And I said, absolutely. He said, I don't want the cake, but he said, I really would love the candle. And I said, for sure, you can have it. Mm-hmm. He said, I live in a garage, and he said, it's the only thing that will keep me warm tonight.
Oh.
And
my goodness.
He took that candle with him. He didn't want us to help him in any way with somewhere else to sleep. And my young son, who was about 5 years old then, witnessed all of that. And he came home and he said to me, Mommy, we have to do this every year. And so this will be the 30th year that we and I've stayed away from baking my own cake and icing them warm. I go to Costco now and buy a big happy birthday cake. Right. And that's our tradition.
Oh my goodness, Debbie! I was trying hard not to get emotional the day before Christmas, but you just made me very. Wow! So he wanted the candle because that was the only thing that was going to keep him warm. Wow! And yeah. So you've been doing this since '94.
Yes.
Unbelievable.
Every Christmas.
Wow.
Every Christmas we have our birthday cake for Jesus. We process in. We carry. We have Jesus on a little pillow, the statue. We process in with Jesus. We put him on the table beside the cake. And then my grandchildren, I have a teenage, I have 6 of them, and we all stand around, my kids and the whole family, we stand around saying happy birthday to Jesus. And then we thank him for our gifts. And then we share what our gifts will be to him before we eat the cake.
Right. Wow. Okay, that is precious. That is precious. I'm so glad that you shared it with us because I think sometimes in this crazy busy world, we get away from traditions. But, I was, hearing Maxwell before you, that it has left such an impact on him and his family members of what their traditions were. And then years going on since 1994. I mean, that's powerful. And that's what keeps families together. And people will always, the memories of these things leave a lasting impact in the soul. We could feel it just as you were expressing it today. I mean, we could feel it just now. I mean, I felt it emotionally. It hit me. So I can only imagine as you go through it each year, you know, it's just another year building on that. And I love that about you, Debbie, that you've continued this tradition, and hopefully it'll be passed on to you know, continue with your family, and then it keeps going and it spreads. One of the beautiful things about traditions is that, yes, they're very personal, they're very unique, but the ripple effect of those that spreads to people, because it sparks people to get ideas of their own, to do things similar, right? And that's the idea of sharing these traditions. Everyone is going to be very unique to that particular family or that place or the neighborhood or even the parish community, but the results of it are long lasting, and they spread far and wide. And that's the beauty of God's love. And so thank you so much for sharing with us today. You got to make a snow angel for us since you got snow there in Canada, okay?
Okay, God bless you all, and Merry Christmas to all of the EWTN family, and especially Take Two. Thank you.
Thank you, Debbie. God bless you as well. Merry Christmas. Okay, what a beautiful call. And that was from Canada, so they got snow there. So come on, you guys, start weighing in and tell us what it's like. I got a picture from one of our Take Two family members from Rochester, New York, and they were showing that they've got that very cold weather coming in. So, you know, it's kind of cool where everybody lives in different areas. I'm almost embarrassed to say we're still about 80 degrees here in Arizona. But it would be really nice to see a white Christmas. You know, I get to see it on TV. That's about it. So can you guys weigh in on this? Your family traditions, what's going on for Christmas? What are your Christmas plans? Maybe your Christmas plans got changed. I've heard that there's some flight problems and delays and some things happening. And so maybe you had certain plans. Maybe you were going to go away for Christmas and that didn't work out. Could you share with us, and also maybe share a family tradition? You don't have to be Catholic. So if you're listening, we are live today. A lot of shows are pre-recorded, not us. We decided to go live because we wanted to check in with the Take Two family. Maybe you're just feeling really just disconnected and lost for this Christmas. Call in and let's talk about it. Ace McKay is delightful to talk to. Sometimes I just call him just because he's fun to talk to, and you can say hello to him, and then he'll put you on hold. You'll get to listen live, and you'll jump right into the discussion. You still got plenty of time to call in. All you have to do is dial this number at 833-288 EWTN. That's 833-288-3986. I was going to get to Sonia next, but Sonia dropped from Massachusetts, I believe. So Sonia, if you'd like to call back, we'll put you to the front of the line because you were going to be next, listening on the iCatholic radio app. Shannon on YouTube. Hi, I'm waving to you guys. Love the YouTube chatters. You guys are nice and sweet and wonderful, and I wish I could just hang out with you guys all the time. So the chat's going on YouTube. Shannon says she shared her son. Oh, wow. Shannon, listen to this, you guys. This is so cool. Shannon on YouTube shared that her son is considering taking now RCIA, now it's OCIA, RCIA classes to become Catholic, and she is asking for prayers for him. Wow, Shannon, that is so exciting. Your son wants to take formation in the Catholic Church. That is beautiful. Wow. And we will be praying. I'll put your son in the book, Shannon. Don't worry. I love the YouTube chat. You guys know how to really build that community. Valerie on YouTube, we watch a Christmas movie, snuggle with our dogs. I make prime rib with lobster tails for dinner. It's a special treat. Ooh, okay. Valerie, I need to come over to your house. That sounds so good. Okay, now you're getting us all hungry here. 833-288 EWTN. That's 833-288-3986. Tell us your family traditions. Tell us anything special that's going on. That's just super. I'm so excited for Shannon. I almost couldn't read the rest of the YouTube comment. That's, you know, to have your child say to you, your son say to you, I want to take classes and learn about the Catholic faith. Wow, that's amazing. Now I'm an emotional mess. Michael, my producer, is probably thinking, "Oh, Debbie, hold it together. You got at least half a show to go." I know, Michael. I'm going to try to, but that really hit me deep into my soul. See, this is why we journey together with the Take Two family, so we can learn and grow together, get closer to God. So please share your Christmas plans, your Christmas traditions, your Christmas practices. Tell us what Mass you're going to. Are you going to Christmas Eve? Are you going to midnight Mass? Are you going to go Christmas Day? Marty and I are going to go to midnight Mass. We decided this year we're going to go to midnight Mass. It gets a little colder in Arizona, so it kind of feels like Christmas if you go to midnight Mass. Okay, so I want to hear all the details. It's not because I'm nosy. It really isn't. It's because when you get to know the Take Two family better, you feel closer to them. You really do feel like family. So the number to dial is 833-288-3986. Light up those phones, talk to Ace McKay, or continue on the chats, and Rich Jesse will pick up those wonderful comments there. And we hope you're hearing us in a crystal clear manner, because Michael McCall is doing a great job as our producer. But I'd love to hear your beautiful voice on this day before Christmas Eve. Wow, we made it, you guys. 833-288-3986. Call in. This is your show. I'll be right back.
On the next Beacon of Truth, we're starting our celebration for Christmas as we also look at Soulful Psalm 48.
I'm Deacon Harold Burke-Sivers, and I invite you to join me for Beacon of Truth.
Have you ever heard someone say that Catholic theology is too dogmatic, that the faith should be freer, more liberal? G.K. Chesterton says, "There will be no end to the weary debates about liberalizing theology until people face the fact that the only liberal part of it is really the dogmatic part." Their problem, he says, is not that there's not enough freedom in the dogma, but rather too much. The dogma gives a man too much freedom when it permits him to fall, which means he's actually responsible for his sins. The dogma even gives God too much freedom when it permits him to suffer and die. It's not the doctrines that limit us, it's the denial of them. It's only the truth that makes us free.
Spend more time with the Apostle of Common Sense. Visit chesterton.org for more information.
This is Jerry Usher. If you missed part of today's show, catch the encore tonight at midnight Eastern or anytime at EWTN Podcast Central. Visit us at EWTN.com/radio/podcasts.
Jesus revealed 12 promises for those who honor His Sacred Heart. Learn what these promises mean for you with our free ebook. Visit EWTN.com, Seasons and Feast Days, and click on Sacred Heart of Jesus.
Spreading the good news of salvation. This is EWTN Radio.
Hi, this is Janet Williams. We embrace the essence of feminine spirituality on Women of Grace tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern here on EWTN Radio. Now, back to Take Two with Jerry and Debbie.
We're talking family traditions today on Take Two with Jerry and Debbie. I'd love to hear from you. You have plenty of time. So the number to dial, 833-288-EWTN. That's 833-288-3986. Don't forget to like us on Jerry and Debbie Facebook page. We're also on the EWTN Global Catholic Radio Facebook page. I'm waving to all the chat groups going on. Also, if you are in need of any type of life coaching, please go to standtalltoday.com, especially during the holiday season. Sometimes people can hit the lows around the holidays, and we're there to help if you need that assistance at standtalltoday.com. So I'd love to hear from you guys, and I love the details. So make sure you give me all the people involved and how it has impacted you. Ionia is next from South Dakota on Real Presence Radio. Ionia, thank you so much for waiting, and welcome.
Thank you very much for taking my call. I do have a cold, so in case if I cough in between. Okay. But a tradition that we have had Our oldest grandchild is 30 now, and there are 15 of them. And starting with him being about 5 years old, maybe 4, I don't remember exactly when we started, but we set up our nativity scene, but we leave baby Jesus with the manger out of the nativity scene. And we start our evening with Grandpa reading the story of the birth of Jesus out of this big coloring book that our youngest daughter had. And that's been done every year. Then we sing some Christmas carols and so forth. And we sing Silent Night as our two of the children, grandchildren, carry a candle, and they set one. It's a safety deal. Set one on each side of the manger or the stable. And then the youngest child started back then, and he was able to put baby Jesus in his manger in the midst of everybody in the stable. And so this keeps going every year. Well, we've kind of almost run out of children to do it, so some of the younger ones had to start repeating.
Wow.
But we have been doing this for around 25 years, 26 years now. So.
Okay, that's amazing. Now, who came up with this tradition in this order? Was it you or your husband?
It was me. It was me.
It was
I
you.
enjoy working with children. I work with religion programs and so forth. And I don't know, for whatever reason, it just popped into my head, and we went forward with it. So, and we still do it. So.
Well, I love it. I think it's amazing, and I could picture myself as sitting there as you were reading the story, you know, and it's just so beautiful. I could actually, I tried to put myself like in that living room, you know, and how beautiful is that? Do you when you're reading the story and the family's all around, is anybody taking video or pictures? Do you have any pictures of this? I'm just curious if you have pictures.
No.
Okay.
We're just all sitting around waiting to exchange gifts, but we have our songbooks and so forth, and it was something that I, with my children, but myself with the children, being in 4-H, we needed some songbooks, so I and the kids, whatever, put these songbooks together. We happen to be in that part, so we aren't in 4-H anymore, and so the songbooks are still in use. So they're old songbooks too.
I love it. I think it's so precious. Well, and I hope you get past. I think you said you had a little bit of a cold. I hope you get past that. We're going to pray that gets behind you by today, so you can be singing at full strength. Okay.
I hope so too. Thank you very much. And I was going to add to that, our parish, which is Tabor, South Dakota, we have my husband is 83. And he was a young child when they started it. And we have Christmas Eve procession every single Christmas Eve, unless if weather isn't permitting, because we don't live in Arizona like you do. And so there's been a few times the snow was in control, and we all stayed home. But all the little girls are, not all, whoever is willing to participate, but many little girls are dressed up in angel dresses, and the boys are in the choir boy type outfits. And then we have an angel with a light and an angel with a star, and the shepherds and the three kings, and then Joseph and Mary carrying baby Jesus down to the manger, to the stable. And we have done this every year since that. There were just few here in between that were missed.
Right.
So we have some good traditions out here in our area.
Oh yeah, definitely. Ionia, you're amazing. And I wasn't going to say Merry Christmas because I was going to wait till the 26th, but I got to say a Merry Christmas to you and your precious family. What a beautiful family tradition that you are carrying on, and it will be passed on to future generations. God love you for that.
Thank you. We enjoy it.
Oh, yeah. Bye. Thank you. And feel better. Okay. Yes.
I shall. Thank you. All right. Bye-bye.
Bye. What a beautiful call. That is just so wonderful. And one other thing I wanted to share, I have to remind everyone, because I know that sometimes when you look at the map for the weather for the United States and you see that in the Southwest, it's very hot. Just remember that in the summers, it can be very difficult for us to get through the summers. So it's just wanted to remind everyone, we do have 350 plus days of sunshine a year, but it's not that easy in the summertime out here in Arizona. So we have our difficult times too, but we are blessed. We do get that sunshine, but up north you can get some snow in Arizona. So that's a wonderful thing. People can drive up there and go skiing and catch the snow. But I'd love to hear your family traditions. I'm going to share one from my family growing up in New Jersey, but I wanted to wait to hear from all of you. So if the chat groups can continue sending in their traditions or anything you want to pray for, or can you tell us some of your Christmas plans? I'd love to know. Some of you've got some really, it's so interesting because you send in emails all the time to Take Two and you'll say, Debbie and Jerry, I've got to tell you what we're doing for Christmas. And it's really cool. Some really creative things are happening in people's families and in people's lives. And we'd love to hear about it. So if you've got something very unique that you're doing this year that you've never done before, this is like a new tradition for you then. Please call in at 833-288-3986. It's super easy. You'll speak to Ace, 833-288-3986. You still have plenty of time to call in and talk about, family traditions. And, what's interesting about traditions is traditions can take place in a particular family, in a neighborhood, in a group, in a parish setting, but it also takes place here at EWTN Radio. So we have a tradition, December 24th and 25th, there's 48 hours of Christmas. It is an EWTN radio tradition. The 48 hours of Christmas. Join us all day, Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, for special programs, music from around the world, and so much more. The 48 hours of Christmas, it's starting Christmas Eve morning, and it's only on EWTN radio. So we've got a tradition here. That's our tradition. 2 days of really just blitzing the airwaves with Christmas sounds and Christmas magic and Christmas everything. That's the beauty of using the airwaves to spread the birth of Jesus and to get everyone excited and get everyone on board and focused in the same direction, right? Focused on Jesus and the Holy Family. I mean, it's so powerful. And so I love the Christmas tradition. I look forward to it every year. I turn on the radio in the morning, and it stays on all the way. Actually, it's on the whole time, even when we leave the house. So I'm listening to all these Christmas sounds through the 48 hours, and it's really quite special. And it keeps us connected, all of us connected through EWTN, and that is a beautiful thing. So I want to just make sure that you know that we are here for you. So you should never ever feel alone or disconnected. I know that, and I've heard this, that loneliness, it kind of rises around this time, and a sense of a little bit of a depression kind of rises sometimes around Christmas. Why? Because there's certain things that you maybe had planned, or memories, or the losses that you have experienced, and it just kind of comes up inside of you. Well, we just don't want you to ever feel disconnected and feel like you're going through this alone. All of us we've all struggled with things, and we've all suffered losses pretty much, and we've all gone through things that are very difficult. But if we do it together, this is the key. If we do it together, there's strength in that. There's support in that. We can be of comfort to one another. That's how the body of Christ should function. So please know that we're here for you, and feel that lifeline, please. 833-288-3986 is the number to call if you want to share your plans or Christmas traditions. Let's hear from Linda from Ryan, Ohio, on our friends at Annunciation Radio. Hi, Linda.
Hello. Yeah, this is a great show for traditions. We have had a tradition in my family that I just decided my children 40 years ago needed to, realize it's a birthday. And I always made a 9 by 13 sheet cake, and it was white, and then we frosted it with earth, and then we frosted it and sang Happy Birthday to Jesus. I had come across, I don't know where, a birth announcement that you would put in the newspaper for Jesus, and I read it, and I'll just read a couple of lines from it. It's just called "It's a Boy." Mary and Joseph are happy to announce the birth of their first child, Jesus, who was born in Bethlehem. They rejoice that mother and child are doing fine, and they ask you to share with them the joy that has entered their lives. And it's like a birth announcement for today.
I love it. I love it.
It's so real,
Yeah.
It's real. It makes this a real baby born to real parents doing the same exciting birth announcement that we do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I so agree with you, because I think sometimes we remember the nativity story, right? But it's real. You're absolutely spot on. And to have that birth announcement, to have a birthday cake, a real tangible, item there to remember the birth of Christ. I mean, this makes it all very personal to us, but it brings it in as something that we need to make sure that we focus on. And I can't stress it enough. I think sometimes with Christmas, tell me if you agree with this, for Christmas, it goes so fast. We're already racing to New Year's as quick as possible. And that's so unfortunate that we need to slow it down again, just like I said for Advent, but slow it down and appreciate all the many steps and put ourselves in that nativity scene, right?
I agree. And I just took down the purple ribbons and pink ribbon off of my Advent tree, and I'm turning it today into a Christmas tree, which will probably be up until February 2nd, the presentation, because that's just the way. I mean, usually it was the 6th of January, because we had real trees back in the day, but now I can leave it up as long as I want to, and it's just becoming a Christmas tree today.
Yeah, beautiful.
It's been an Advent tree.
Yeah, so you keep it up all the way to the presentation. Wow.
Well, I keep it up all year.
Oh, you do? Okay, you're okay.
It just changes. It changes into a Valentine tree, and then a St. Patrick tree, and Easter tree. I love my Easter tree. And then in the summer, it's just birds and flowers. I don't even do 4th of July because we're camping and traveling, and we're gone. So the summer is just until October, and then I started.
Very cool. Very
cool.
So
the tree stays up all year. I mean, it's like my Thanksgiving tree is adorable with all the things we're thankful for. And my grandson, who's now 8th grade, made this turkey that he made at my house because he made his mom one at school, and that's my tree topper. This big turkey.
Oh,
big
how sweet.
Construction paper turkey, and and so it's just like it's just like little things the kids made. I have a paper plate spider web that the other kid made for the Halloween tree, which the Halloween tree is not scary. It's cute. All my little pumpkins, their names are on pumpkins, and it's just cute. But I really like doing, the birthday, focusing on this is a real baby.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's not a story.
Absolutely. Linda,
And I also do. Yeah. I do the nativity scene, and without, Jesus is not in the manger. He's hiding somewhere, and he's hiding in the room somewhere, and they go and find him. Now, this is the first year I'm not having Christmas. My daughter has a bigger house, and I'm happy.
You're going over there? Good.
Yeah.
Good. Well, Linda, I love your spirit. I think you've captured it beautifully. And I just want to thank you so much for sharing with the Take Two family. And I wish you an early Merry Christmas. Okay? Thank you.
Merry Christmas to all of you.
Thank you. God bless you. We're going to move to Lawrence also calling in from Canada on Sirius XM 130. Lawrence, do you have snow up there?
Yeah, we got a few inches of snow for sure. It's a beautiful day, though. It's about a couple degrees above freezing today, but we do have a good blanket of snow down, so it's very Christmassy.
Very nice, very nice. So what's your Christmas tradition or plans?
Well, I'm planning on starting a new tradition this year, and it's kind of something for now, something for later, and something forever. So in a Christmas card, I'm going to put a Werther's. You pop it in your mouth. I'm going to have the Christmas greeting with one of my old family recipes and a prayer. So it's something for now, something for later, and something forever.
Wow. Did you think of that, or did you read it somewhere and just adopt it?
I don't know for sure. It just came to me one day, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to share this with the family. It's a good way to get the old recipes out to the growing family, and just a neat way, whether you're Catholic, whether you're Christian or not. It's a nice little greeting at Christmas time.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. So you're starting. That's so cool. So we're hearing about other Take Two family members that have an ongoing family tradition, and you're starting one this Christmas 2024. So this is official.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes in the future, but I'm going to try and start it out this year and see what happens.
I love it. I love it. Thank you so much for sharing with us. That was beautiful. And a happy a Merry Christmas to you. Thank you so much. Wow, that was so cool. So we got a new tradition on the boards here. This is wonderful from Lawrence. Okay, we're going to get to our next caller in just a moment. I want to go back to those of you on YouTube. YouTube's going strong. Listen to this. Wendy says, our tradition is to go over to my daughter's and all of my children do the cooking. Wow, that's really cool. So all the children do the cooking. Now she makes the drinks, eggnog and ginger beer. Also my fruit cake we make with brandy from Trinidad. Beautiful. Oh, that's a wonderful tradition. Okay, I love this. Let's hear what Danny has to say. Danny's from right outside of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania on Sirius XM 130. Hi, Danny. Welcome.
Hi. My name's Denny. Danny, but that's okay.
I'm okay. Okay, please forgive me. Okay, I'm sorry, Denny. I'm so sorry. You're right. It is it is put up on the board correctly. My son's name is Danny, so I say it so often. But go ahead.
I was going. We have a new tradition. About 3 years old, our son is a priest, and he got a new parish 3 years ago. And at the Christmas Mass, he always has. At the 4 o'clock Christmas Eve Mass is like a children's Mass. So all the nieces and nephews come, all the other kids from our family come, and he has all the kids come up on the altar, and he says Mass, and then after Mass, we go over to the rectory and have Chinese food.
Oh my goodness. So wait a minute. So your son is saying the Mass and he's a priest. Thank you so much for giving birth to a priest. That is amazing.
Yeah, well, my wife's sitting here too. So.
Oh, well, thank you. Does your wife, can you tell us your wife's first name?
Kathy.
Kathy. So Kathy and Denny have a son who's a priest, and he does the Mass, and he calls the children up around the altar, right?
Yes.
So I want you to say it one more time so everybody can really kind of put themselves in that, because everybody can picture a church. And then after Mass, you all go to the Chinese restaurant near the rectory?
No, we go to the rectory and have Chinese food delivered. And
you have
his nieces and nephews are there.
Okay, so you have it at the. Wow, so the rectory's got to be pretty big, huh?
It's a pretty big rectory.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, you guys are so amazing. That it's incredible. Thank your son for saying yes to his vocation. It sounds like he really is so blessed.
We wanted to also tell you that his godmother is doing OCIA now.
Really? So she's in formation. Wow.
Yes, and hopefully at Easter time he will get to confirm her.
Oh, that is beautiful. And I don't want to put you on the spot, but we have a special section in the prayer book where we always pray for our clergy. If you feel comfortable, you could give us Father's first name or his name, and we'll pray for him. Or God knows who your son, the priest, is.
Yeah, John.
John. Okay, we will pray for Father John. Absolutely. That. How long has he been a priest, Denny?
12 years.
12 years. Wow. That's incredible.
Almost
So,
12.
yeah. So you're going to have so much fun over at the rectory, and what a beautiful way, and to celebrate with Mass, obviously, and oh my goodness. So those are great memories that you have, and that you continue to pass on. Wow, that's huge. I think that was the perfect ending to this episode of Take Two. I'm so glad that you and Kathy called up and shared about your family traditions.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Merry Christmas. Yes, thank you. Merry Christmas. God bless you. Wow, that was so powerful. Okay, in the final few minutes that we have, I wanted to just share with our Take Two family. I'm going to represent Jerry Usher as well. He's doing great, and he's recovering well. And so he's back up on his feet and moving along. And so that's wonderful. And he'll be back with us the beginning of January. But Jerry and I just wanted to share with all of the Take Two family that we have been journeying with you now for 9.5 years, and we absolutely love the Take Two family. You're all heart, absolutely all heart. You believe in the power of prayer, and I know the show team agrees with me. I know that includes Michael and Ace and Rich and Pedro and Matt. The show team agrees because they hear the calls, they field the comments that come in, they see everything, and the Take Two family is very special, very, very special. And we feel like we've been doing this tradition over 9 years, and hopefully, God willing, it'll keep going. And we just wanted to share with all of you that, believe it or not, you may think this is a little crazy, but when we get the emails from you, and you can always send us an email, take2@EWTN.com, take2@EWTN.com. Jerry and I pretend like we're sitting in your living room, or we pretend like we're right there with you in the car, or if you talk about a family reunion, we pretend we're in the picture with you, because we really want to get closer to what's going on in your life and to really practice and be the body of Christ. And that's what we've always said. And I think I definitely can speak for Jerry. Our gift to you guys is that we're going to continue to put forth our very best effort to do that, to really walk the walk and talk the talk. And so that's our gift to you guys. And we just hope you have the most, blessed Christmas, the most amazing Christmas with family and friends, and with your parish and with your neighborhood. I know there's a lot of neighborhood Christmases going on, and that's wonderful. And just spread that love, spread that joy, spread that cheer, and spread the message that Christ is born. I so agree with our previous callers. It's not a story, it's a reality. And it's so important to all of us. And the more we share, the more we can change hearts and get people closer to God. And we can really help to shape this world in a better place. And I know that we're trying to do it here at EWTN, and by you listening, you're all part of it. So I wasn't going to do it, but I'm going to do it. And we want to wish you a very Merry Christmas. And we pray that you just make more of these memories and keep those family traditions alive and keep going strong. And then I want to turn my attention real quickly to the affiliates that carry Take Two. Thank you so much. Thank you for giving the gift to all of your listeners, the opportunity to speak, to be on a platform, a worldwide platform, so they can share their stories. And every story matters. Everybody has a unique personality. God knows every hair on your head, so you're very unique, and God loves you so much. He would suffer and die for you all over again. That's how much he loves you, and that's how much we love you. And we want to continue with this platform and go strong into the new year, especially with some bigger and more, I would say, probably deeper topics. Okay, so we're going to take on some deep topics in the new year. But anyway, so that's my little speech on my gift and my love to all of the Take Two family. Thank you for the prayers. I'm feeling better, so thank you for the prayers. And we just love you guys so much. Please tune in for the 48 hours of Christmas starting tomorrow morning. And then we'll be back live talking about Remain Faithful. Remain Faithful. That'll be on the 26th. That'll be right after we get to say Merry Christmas to one another. Thank you to the show team. You did a great job. Ace and Rich and Michael, you're awesome. And to the Take Two family, have a beautiful and blessed Christmas. We'll see you real soon.
Proclaiming the faith, changing lives.
The year was 1981. EWTN begins transmitting 4 hours a day to 60,000 homes. The network will exist solely on viewer contributions, as there will be no advertising and no fundraising.